championship DNA, and that is you. Tell me, what are you bringing to this young team?
A little bit of leadership, but at the same time, they already had a core. So just trying to add and get in where I fit in. I'm just so blessed and grateful.
A masterclass in leadership. Why Aliyah Boston refused to gaslight Fever fans over the DeWanna Bonner drama. Welcome back to World Hoop, where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of the game.
Basketball coach, so this is kind of a full circle moment, and I grew up playing a lot of AAU sports, whether it was softball, basketball, soccer. I did it all, and I actually grew up playing with the boys. That's all I knew until I was...
Today, we're talking about a story that has the WNBA world buzzing. A story that perfectly encapsulates the divide between old-school professionalism and the manufactured drama of the social media age. We're talking about DeWanna Bonner's dramatic return to Indianapolis, the firestorm of boos she received, and the two wildly different player responses that followed. One was a masterclass in leadership, a calm, cool, and collected response from an emerging star. The other?
Your legs, and then today we'll have a practice, we'll watch more film, there'll be more recovery stuff, but like you know, the turnaround time is very quick, but it is for them too.
A lecture on fan etiquette that left many wondering if some players are losing touch with reality. In a league that has increasingly found itself at the center of media-driven controversies, Aliyah Boston just gave a lesson in how to handle it all with grace and common sense. As Phoenix Mercury star DeWanna Bonner checked into the game against her former team, the Indiana Fever, she was met with a chorus of boos. And honestly, what did anyone expect? Bonner, a player who was signed to be a veteran leader for the young Fever squad, quit on the team just 9 games into the season. She requested a release, forced her way out, and then ended up with a championship-contending team alongside her life partner. For a fan base that invests emotionally and financially in their team, this felt like the ultimate betrayal. The booing wasn't a random act of disrespect. It was a completely rational and predictable reaction to a player who quit when things got tough. But you wouldn't know that if you listened to some of the post-game reactions from the Mercury side. While Coach Nate Tibbetts had a grounded, realistic response, admitting that fans will be fans when a player leaves a team on bad terms, Phoenix star Aliyah Copper went a different direction. She called the fans' behavior distasteful and a disrespect to a legend. She positioned Bonner as a victim, a sweetest soul for whom the situation didn't work. In a narrative straight out of the modern-day playbook, rewrite the story, ignore the fans' perspective, and turn legitimate criticism into an unfair injustice. But here at World Hoop, we have to ask, do these players think fans are idiots? Do they expect the people who buy tickets, wear jerseys, and invest in a team to just forget that a player they were promised as a franchise cornerstone bailed after 9 games? This is where Aliyah Boston, the Fever's true leader on the court, stepped in and delivered a dose of professional reality. When asked about Bonner's reception, her response was pure gold. She said, "Honestly, that got nothing to do with me. The fans chose to do what they wanted to do." Just like that. Simple, direct, unapologetic. She didn't throw her fans under the bus. She didn't lecture them about decorum. She didn't engage in virtue signaling or rewrite history. She simply acknowledged that in sports, fans have a right to react, and her focus and the team's focus was on one thing: winning. This is the kind of leadership that builds a winning culture. It's the opposite of what we saw from the Mercury. While they were busy litigating fan behavior,
On a tough screen, so if I had to pick one right now, it'd probably be that. But like great screens, I just didn't hear them, so it's kind of my own fault, but yeah, I'd probably pick those.
Aliyah Boston was busy dominating on the court. She dropped 22 points and 12 rebounds, including a breathtaking 17-point explosion in the fourth quarter that sealed the victory. The irony is too good to ignore. While Phoenix players were trying to convince everyone that Bonner was a victim, Boston was showing what real commitment looks like. She's a player who stays and delivers, not the one who walks away when the going gets tough. Meanwhile, Bonner, the legend in question, managed to score just 4 points for her new team. You can't make this stuff up. This isn't just about a single game or a specific player. This is about a broader conversation in professional sports, especially in the WNBA. Fans are tired of being treated like a problem. They are the lifeblood of the league. They bring the energy, the passion, and the money that allows the league to grow. And when players, especially high-profile veterans, try to shame them for expressing their frustration, it damages the fragile relationship between fans and players. The idea that a WNBA fan base, which has been supporting this team through thick and thin, should be lectured for booing a player who quit on them is beyond absurd. It's an insult to their intelligence and their loyalty. Let's break down the fans' choice that Aliyah Boston so perfectly articulated. Bonner was a marquee free agent signing. The Fever brought her in to be a leader, to provide experience and a championship pedigree to a young roster with generational talent like Caitlin Clark. But after just 9 games of struggling, being benched, and failing to deliver on the court, she decided the fit wasn't right and demanded out. It was a clear case of professional sports not working out as planned. But instead of seeing it through or handling it with more grace, she quit. You don't get to quit on a team and then expect a warm welcome when you come back. It's that simple. It's like breaking up with someone and then being shocked when they don't invite you to their wedding. The Mercury's reaction, and Kappa's in particular, feels like a defensive, self-serving attempt to rewrite this narrative. It's what the internet calls gaslighting. They're trying to make Fever fans feel like they're the ones in the wrong for having a normal human reaction to a frustrating situation. And it completely misses the point of what makes professional sports so great. The drama, the rivalries, the emotional investment. That's the stuff that fills arenas. When LeBron James returned to Cleveland after the decision, he was booed relentlessly, and no one from the Heat lectured Cleveland fans about being distasteful. This is a fundamental part of the sports contract. You invest in us, we give you our best. If a player breaks that contract, the fans have every right to feel and express their anger. Aliyah Boston, on the other hand, understands this completely. Her response wasn't just a political masterstroke. It was a genuine reflection of her own character and her understanding of the game. She knows that fans are the ones who make it all possible. She knows that their passion is what separates a professional league from a pickup game. And most importantly, she knows her job is to play basketball, to lead by example, and to let her performance do the talking. While others were getting tangled up in a narrative of victimhood, Boston was busy putting the team on her back and securing a crucial victory. The contrast between Boston's professionalism and Bonner's quitting is a stark lesson for the entire league. It shows that true leadership isn't just about having an impressive resume or being a legend. It's about showing up when things are difficult, putting in the work, and staying committed to the team that signed you. Boston has been doing exactly that, and it's why she is so beloved by Fever fans. She doesn't make excuses, she makes baskets. She doesn't criticize fans, she secures wins. This whole episode should be a wake-up call for the WNBA and for some of its players. Fans are not just there to clap and cheer. They have a voice, and they have a memory. When you sign a contract, you are making a commitment to that city, that team, and that fan base. When you break that commitment, there will be consequences. Booing's just the beginning. And the fact that Aliyah Boston, a young star, understands this better than some seasoned veterans is incredibly telling. She's not just a great player. She's a true leader who understands the unspoken rules of the game. So let's stop this nonsense about distasteful fans and start acknowledging reality. Indiana Fever fans have nothing to apologize for. They booed a player who quit on their team, and it was a perfectly justified response. The real story here isn't about fan behavior. It's about the incredible professionalism of Aliyah Boston and the stark contrast she provides to the drama-filled narratives that seem to follow some players around. That's our take here at World Hoop. We want to hear yours. What do you think about Aliyah Boston's response? Do you agree that fans have the right to boo, or do you think Aliyah Kappa was right to call their behavior distasteful? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you loved this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more hot takes, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the WNBA drama. Thanks for watching.